Hi, it's JBot, and I still like pizza and affiliate marketing, and I also like steak. If you're wondering what affiliate marketing is, go back and watch the first video, or the second video. This is the third video. You can continue watching this one, but it might not make a whole lot of sense if you haven't seen the others. Today, I'm going to go into a little more detail on 2 more pieces of the affiliate marketing puzzle. Number 1, building funnels with landing pages. Number 2, how to optimize ad campaigns. Extra stuff. Just like last time, we're gonna have some awesome bonus content throughout to show you the exact steps on how to set up a funnel with landing pages in your tracker, like Bino. And some quick optimization tips. Building funnels with landing pages. First of all, what's a funnel? What the funnel? A funnel is like an entire path or flow that a customer can travel to before reaching a successful conversion. Anything from 1 step to hundreds of steps until it reaches the offer. It can have multiple offers or multiple landers, or it can have no landers. Sometimes it can even have no offer. I'm serious. The most basic funnel is direct linking with POPs traffic, straight from the traffic source, directly to the offer page. The next step for POPs would be to add a lander before the offer page. Landers are used to warm up the user before dropping them into an offer. That's pretty much the most complex funnel you can have for POPs. Yeah, you can of course do more complex funnels, but 99% of POPs traffic doesn't go beyond that. But we can and will take it 1 step further. An actual ad creative, text and or image to click on before sending them to the lander. So using an ad creative, this is what we do for push, native and display, social, and even PPC search traffic. Get a free iPhone, click here. The user clicks, goes to the lander, and is still interested and clicks through to the offer. The great thing about these funnels is, like a funnel, they filter out a lot of garbage traffic and uninterested users. And you only pay CPC, that's cost per click, on many of these ad formats. So if the user has no interest whatsoever, they're not gonna click and you don't have to pay for it. But if they do click on it, it shows user intent. So they're far more likely to follow through the funnel, and this leads to higher quality traffic. As opposed to POPs traffic, where we're just shoving the lander in their face, whether they want it or not, which is why POPs traffic is typically lower quality, but hey, it's cheap. There are tons more funnels, such as listicles and choose your own adventure style co-reg funnels, back button offers, opt-in email series, etc., but we won't be digging into anything that complex today. So let's keep it simple and keep building on top of that. Let's make some funnels. So far, our funnel has been simply direct linking on POPs and push. So it's time to up our game just a little bit, get some actual landers. Where do we find landers? There are 3 basic ways to grab a lander. Number 1, a subscription service from good spy tools such as Anstrex or Adplexity if you have the cash. STM. Signed up to STM, you can get the Ultimate Sweeps gift box lander from TwinX, as well as a few hundred landers in their repository. Depository? Suppository. Not a suppository. Repository. Lander Lab also has most landers ready to go and will even host the landers on their server. The second way you can get landers very easily, ask your network account manager, such as ClickDealer or Gotcha or Traffic Company, and they will happily give you what some of the best landers that are performing right now. Another way to get landers is manually spying, using a combination of a VPN and using smart links, going to the geo that you're trying to test and find landers for. You'll see what comes up for all the offers by landing pages you see. You can also use the free push spy tool, push.cpa.rip. I mentioned it before. It's free to use. It has ad creatives and landers mostly ready to go. You're gonna have to do some cleaning. Okay, but what are we looking for? What kind of landers work well? Well, we've been doing sweeps already, so let's stick with that. For the majority of sweepstakes offers, you only need 1 of 3 lander types. Number 1, spinner, also called Wheel of Fortune or spin wheel. Click spin, and you win. Gift box, choose the box with the prize, and you win. Always win. Quiz, it's a quiz. You click buttons, you win. Generally, lower tier geos work best with spinner, mid-tier do best with gift box, and top tier do best with quiz. They all work. To test offers, it's best to choose one and see which offer converts best. Once you find a good offer, then you have to test all 3 types of landers against each other. We'll cover that in the optimization really soon. All right, you found a spinner, a gift box, and a quiz lander? Great. If you got them from your account manager from Traffic Company, you should be good to go. All you have to do is edit the HTML and drop in your click link, and already, click link. If you got them from spy tools or manually, well, you're gonna have to get your hands dirty and edit some code. That's way beyond the scope of this video. Sorry. The reason you have to clean up the code is because they were for other offers, for other affiliates. And so it's going to have code specific to what they were running. You don't want to spend money to send traffic to a lander you're hosting and then send it to somebody else's offer and not get paid. If you have no idea about code, that's okay. You can also have your ripped landers cleaned up by a coder on Upwork or Fiverr, etc., and they will do it for you for pretty cheap. If you're using LanderLab or similar, should be good to go. Okay, lander's ready, cleaned. Tracker ClickLink is in. ClickLink again. ClickLink. What's a ClickLink? Right. So let's hit that real quick, as it's pretty darn important. Why do we need a ClickLink? Since you will have many landers someday, many offers to test which use the same landers, you can't just stick the URL of each offer directly into your lander, because that would require 10 billion times more landers. A lot of time, effort, space, waste of time. ClickLink is the magic URL that tells your tracker, this user wants to go to the offer, send them there please. Then the tracker does its magic. It checks your funnel, it connects the user to the offer, and sends the offer a unique ID for that user so we'll know when that offer converts. So this ClickLink goes into your CTA, your call to action, usually in a button like click here now or click here to claim your prize, okay? In Binom, it's on your settings page. It should be something like your trackerdomain.com/click.php?LP = 1. For other trackers like Volume and RedTrack, it's similar, but check with their support. Got it? Your magical ClickLinks are in? Awesome. Now, we just need the landers uploaded to a server somewhere. You don't have a server to host landers. Well, if you're using Binom, and you really should, actually, you do. Binom is installed on a server. Whether you did that or Binom support did that for you, it doesn't matter, because Binom has a super cool feature that lets you upload your landing pages directly on the same server. Not only does this save you a lot of time and headaches dealing with multiple servers, it makes the loading speeds faster, since it has no extra server to jump to before loading the lander. Just make sure the folder is zipped up, then upload it here. Yes, it's that simple. Just as cool, if you need to make a quick edit to the lander HTML, no need to re-upload, just select the lander and hit the code button. If you're not using Binom, well, you'll need a server, such as a VPS on DigitalOcean or dedicated servers such as Hetzner. If you're using a funnel builder like LanderLab, they host your landers on Amazon's cloud services for you. All uploaded? Great! Okay, you'll need to actually create a lander in your tracker and point to where it's hosted. For most trackers, it's as simple as this. Give it a name and put the URL of the domain you uploaded it to. All the other tokens we can ignore for now. Test the lander, make sure it loads. You can even check the ClickLinks, but they won't actually do anything because we need to connect it to an offer. Remember? Almost done, I promised. We need a campaign. We already made one in the last video, so we're just gonna open that one up. If you're in Binom, we can change out the direct link that we had here, and it'll open up all our landers, which should show the one we just made. Select that, save, we should be good to go. Or if you want to split test direct linking with our new lander, just click on plus lander and select our new lander. Now, if we test our campaign link, it should bring up the lander. And if you click on any of the CTAs, which would have our ClickLink, it should redirect to our offer. Uh-oh, that was a traffic company offer. We already had a lander in the offer link. Whoops. Easy enough, we can just go to Traffic Company, create a new offer without the pre-lander built in. So now we test our campaign link, it loads our lander. We click on any of the CTAs, it does the magic click stuff, it goes straight to the offer. Perfect. You just made your first complete Pops funnel with a landing page. Congrats. Done! Done. That was easy. And this lander will work for almost any French sweeps offer that we want. So you can reuse that lander on hundreds, thousands of campaigns without having to re-upload and set it up again. Cool. Next up, optimization. You'll come across this word in a lot of affiliate marketing, optimization. So what does optimization mean? Making your campaigns perform better. So how do we do that? By analyzing the stats and tweaking anything we can to make it convert better so we can make more profit. Things we can tweak. Well, our funnel, which includes landers, ad creatives, and offers.
We can also do a traffic source. That includes bids and placements.
Important thing you can always optimize is the offer. No amount of tweaking anything else will improve a crap offer.
This becomes a bit of a chicken and egg problem because it's hard to see how your landers are doing if the offer isn't very good. That's why it's always important to ask your AM for a solid offer that's converting on your traffic type.
Luckily, we know our offer converts pretty well already, so that's out of the way. What else can we tweak? One major thing to tweak, landing page CTR, that's click-through rate, and CR, conversion rate. This is why it's important to have your own landers.
You can check your lander stats in any major tracker. Binom looks like this.
If you're running a funnel with multiple landers, you can see how the stats differentiate simply by checking these numbers here.
You can see our spinner lander has much higher CTR, but lower CR, while our gift box lander has lower CTR, but a higher CR.
And guess which one makes more money? In this case, the gift box lander, as the conversion rate is higher and the increased CTR from the spinner isn't resulting in more conversions overall. So how much do we test for that?
A good general rule is to spend about 10 times the offer payout spend per lander and then compare for significance.
Significance.
What is significant? Statistical significance has something to do with stats, okay? For example, if you send out one impression of an ad and somebody clicks it and it randomly converts, you just sent one. That's a lottery conversion, okay? That doesn't mean anything. You got lucky. However, if you send out 1,000 impressions and you get 10 clicks and you get one conversion, that might be worth something because you sent out 1,000. There was 10 clicks. So the more data you have, the more significance you can test against other landers and other offers.
Speaking of general rules, we should dig into some other optimization techniques, like blocking bad placements, zones, ads, widgets, etc. And for this, we're going to look at our tracker and then start carving out the bad traffic we're getting from our traffic source.
For example, we'll take our Madagascar camp from earlier, but we're gonna make a new camp and we're gonna use Smart CPM to optimize all the zones using our own rules instead of relying on Propeller's algorithm. If your tracking tokens are all correct, when you get a report for your campaign, go into the tokens section and select Zone IDs. This is what Propeller calls its placements.
If we sort by profit and loss, we can see the majority of revenue is coming from these two top spots. But if we sort by clicks, we see other zones getting lots of clicks, but no conversions. Another general rule here is to cut a placement at 1 or 2 times payout of your offer to be conservative. For higher payout or higher volume offers, you can cut at half or 1/3 of the payout.
Wait, how do we cut it? We gotta go to the traffic source. So let's check out our campaign in Propeller. There are a few ways to do this, but I'm old school, so we're gonna do it a little bit more manually, just so we understand how everything is working. Okay, select Edit the Camp, scroll down to this box here, and select Exclude. And then we're gonna copy and paste our zone ID for Binom here.
Done. But just to make sure we know we blacklisted it already, we're also gonna mark it in Binom using the little markers feature, like this. All right, you've just started your first blacklist. What is a blacklist?
A list of zones that don't perform, so you don't want their traffic. Great news is you can use this blacklist over and over on the same traffic source and the same traffic type. Your blacklist for Propeller will not work on Zero Park, will not work on Advertiser, will not work on other traffic sources. But Pop's Propeller, blacklist will always work there. Push Propeller will work on there. Pop's Propeller, blacklist will not work on Push blacklist. They're different traffic types.
I see the clever kids in the back. They're asking what a whitelist is then. Well, whitelist is simply a list of placements that you only want traffic from. But before you get excited, know that you can't just grab a few zones and place them in a whitelist and expect great results. You might, but it's unlikely. You see, traffic sources want to sell all of their traffic, not just the juicy good stuff. And if you select only a few zones, you'll get penalized and you won't receive much traffic, even if you increase your bid.
A good whitelist will take a long time to build up and will still have tens, hundreds, or even thousands of placements curated by your amazing campaign. So what goes into a good whitelist? Well, honestly, that comes from experience. And for Pops and Push, it's good to choose zones that have converted a minimum of 5 times before putting it into your whitelist.
As you run more, you can create whitelists with 5, 10, or 20 conversions and have those really good whitelists for you. Some even create whitelists depending on the vertical you're running. Good whitelists for sweeps might not work that well for dating or finance offers, and vice versa. Cutting, blacklisting, whitelisting will work exactly the same for Pops and Push, and even works for native ads once you move on to those.
One more thing we can optimize is ad creatives for Push. We were running these 2 variations. Now, in Binom, you can see there's stats for the LPCTR and the CR, but that won't help you just yet. First, you want to optimize directly on the traffic source so that we can see which of the ads are getting clicked on more and converting more.
For Propella, this is super simple. Just go to the campaign name, click on it, and then click on Creatives. Here you can see the impressions, the amount of clicks, your conversions, CR, your cost, and the CPA for each creative. In this one, you can see the middle creative has much higher CTR, but the CR is low. The CPA is way higher than the other two. So I would remove the middle one. To do that, simply click the on-off switch on the left. We're done. Now you can optimize your creatives, landing pages, placements on a great offer. But what if you have several offers for the same price and don't know which is the best? It's actually easier than it sounds. You simply set up a rotation in your tracker, like Binom, just like this. And then you run the offer like normal. Once the campaign has run for a bit, you'll be able to check your stats and see which of the offers converts better. Just like when testing landers. In fact, it's the exact same concept. Landing page CTR should be roughly the same since I'm only using one lander. But you can also see that the top offer has more clicks and more conversions. But between the bottom two, so far, the middle one is performing better. Once they all have similar click counts, I can make the same type of decision as when I'm choosing landers. For offer testing, the general rule is 5 to 10 times the payout for the offer before cutting an offer. Right, that's a ton of information today, and I hope you learned a lot. Did you? Yes, you did. Okay, let's recap. You can optimize your creatives, your landing pages, your placements, your offers, and you can create full funnels with your own hosted landing pages. If you've taken the steps we've talked about, this already puts you really far ahead of most people even wanting to get into affiliate marketing. So congrats on that. If you're still not ready, just keep watching the videos. Not just this one, first two as well. Keep watching the videos until it kind of makes sense. Something will click and you'll go, oh, that's it. Now remember, the first step is the most important. Taking that step is very important. However, just as important is to continually progress and add on top of that first step so that you will get better. It's virtually guaranteed, but you still have more questions than answers, don't you? Don't worry, we have tons more in the pipeline and we're gonna get it out as soon as possible. So, with that said, see you soon and ciao.